afternoon, my lovelies. How are you lot? I hope this day finds you all well. What is it, Sunday the 16th of April? And we've moved from Thetford. We're at a little place called Oundle Mill. It's not too far from Northampton, not too far from the manor. But a lovely little, it'll be my first night here. Richard stayed here before and he put me onto this one, said there was overnight parking. And it is a lovely, it's a lovely mill. You'll have seen some photos before I come on, just to show you where I am. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to take you out in a minute for a walk round. Had a lovely chat last night to the old boy, old Chalky. Let's do something about this light. Is that better? Oh. Yeah, I had a lovely chat with Chalky last night. Lovely to hear from the old boy. And I had a phone call this morning. Peter Lockwood, give me a bell. Lovely old boy. Yeah, it's nice to hear from you, Peter. And if any time I can give you any advice or any help, you give us a bell, mate. No worries. And that's the same for any of you. You know, if you're in the area, it's bleeding camera is doing my head in. It's because there's too much light, I think. Fuck's sake, mate. I'll try to. I'm going to draw the curtains a little bit, see if that helps. Mind you, it must probably make me all red because the red blinds. But hey up. Hey up. Does that help? Not a fucking bit. Not a fucking bit. Never mind. Never mind. That's, you know, what is it? 25 to 3 on a lovely Sunday afternoon. I'm going to take you out in a bit for a wander round. For Carl and Helen from Roman in Raymond. They're interested in coming over here. In the summer, it would be a lovely place to come over in the summer. It's partly grass and partly hard standing, but in the summer you'll be okay on the grass. There's plenty of parking over here. Yeah, so have a look round, sweetheart, and I'll show you. I'll show you round in a minute. What else is that? Thetford. What can I say? I was the only person again there last night. When I woke up this morning, it was empty. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm just at a bag of crisps. Yes, so I don't know what's going on there. What a beautiful place that Thetford is for your wildlife. It's second to none. But I'm hoping this place is going to be about the same. I know I ain't going to see no deer over here, no muntjac or anything like that, but you never know. There's herons, and I've seen an heron this morning. Well, I ain't seen a lot of wildlife at the minute, but I ain't been here for too long. And I was here about half an hour, and old Richard's pulled up. He was in the area. So yeah, Richard's here with me for the evening. Well, I think we're going to have a couple of days over here. There's a water tap over here that I'm going to show you, Helen, as well. Helen and Carl. Yeah, so you can fill it with water, which is quite nice. Always handy on a location, so it's not just worth coming from, you know, to Oundle to have a look at the mill. Although the mill is a lovely car park, you can't get far off the car park. You can go across the little bridge, and that's about as far as you can get. And there's a couple of walkways down onto the edge, but not a 2-minute walk down the road is Barnwell Country Park. Now they charge in the day, and I don't think there's any overnight parking there, but you can walk in for free. And because it's right on your doorstep, the area offers quite a bit. You've got Barnwell Country Park. I'm sure if you Google that or have a look at that, you'll fucking like. If you Google it, you'll have a look. Yeah, that's really worth having a look at. so if you a couple of days over, 2 or 3 days over, you can fill up water here, and you've got Barnwell Country Park, and about, I don't know, 5 minutes walk into the town of Oundle, if that. It's on the River Nen, it runs on the River Nen, so it's a beautiful walk down there, and the lovely village. I mean, the village is picturesque, so you know, you could have a day, you could lose a day or two in Barnwell Country Park, but then you've got the town to explore. There's big major co-ops and whatever in the town, but it's more like a village than a town. It's lovely, so you could have a couple of days here doing Barnwell and Oundle town, and of course with the water that makes all the difference. But yeah, I'll give you a spin round in a minute, and we'll go and have a quick look round. I'm just waiting for some of the cars to go. In fact, I ain't gonna wait for some of the cars to go. Let's go and have a look now, my beauties. Come with me, come with me. I'll spin you around nice and slowly. I know it's not the right camera for the job, but horses for courses. Horses for courses. So I'm there, Richard's there, and if we go up here, up this way, I'll show you the mills. That's my view out the window of the mill. It's a lovely looking mill, and you've got the locks, of course, and I'll show you where the free water is. We'll have a walk up onto the road in a minute, and you'll see how to come in. So there's the mill right behind me, right, and if we carry on behind me up this path, you'll see a set of railings behind me and a walkway. Can you see that? Come on, sorry if I'm making you sick, but I'll show you. Right, this is the walkway, and just there behind me is the tap. So you can see mine and Rich's van over there. So look for this unrailing in the corner, and if you come up to this top, bleed now. See, slick as shit I am, aren't I? Anyway, I'm going to turn you this way so I can show you the tap. Let's see if it's working. Wait a minute. Yeah, we've got a tap. So the tap there to get some fresh water. It's got a. I'll show you the spout, but I normally fill it with a watering can, and so it don't bother me. I don't need my hoses, but the actual fitting on it is this one, Carl or Helen. It's just a pipe. I suppose you could chuck a hose on it or something like that. It's a lovely spot. But I'll come out onto the road, and I'll give you a spin round at the road so you can see what it's like on the when you're pulling in. What a beautiful day. And I'll tell you, that coldness has gone out of that wind, but that's just there, part down there. So I'm going to spin you around so you can see what I'm doing, because that'll be the best way. All right, hang about. So if you're coming in, whichever way you're coming in, you'll come in from that way. If you're coming in from Wellingborough way, and there's the pull-in. So you've got a bit of fun. There's cars over there. I mean, the road is quite busy, but it's nothing, nothing too extreme. But you can park on the grass in the summer as well, This little bit of grass here, what we're coming up to, was absolutely chocker when I pulled in this morning. But as you'll see, so as you're coming into the mill, your tap's just down there. So, and you can park on all this grass in the summertime. So if you're coming in the summer, it's not a problem. You know, there's cars been in and out of here this morning. It's not too wet. I could park on the grass. It's not, but I won't in the winter because it's just not done, is it? But in the summer, yeah, you've got to pull in. You can get as big as you can. You can get your wagons in there, no problems whatsoever. The path is here. I know it looks a bit rough, but it's not. It's pretty level. It's not too bad. And for a couple of nights over, I mean, Richard's straight away there in the corner. See, some of it's hard standing. It's a bit wet at the minute, but it's not that bad. You get in that corner. I mean, Richard's is 6.5 metres, 7 metres long, and you've still got a few metres behind them. So, be an ideal patch. Carl and Ellen would be there, tucked away. You've got a. I'm going to show you around. I'm going to show you around. There's Mr. Hewitt. Look. So Mr. Hewitt there. So yeah, you got a walkway down here. And a wibbly wobbly board, way up, son. Way up, fat bastard aboard. And like I say, just down the road is Barnwell Country Park. So there's plenty of bits to do. That makes a change for me to shut up, doesn't it? But how beautiful is that? You can have your table and chairs down here, Carl. There is the sign for no swimming and fishing, and it's a little bit of a trip hazard. But yeah, it's a floating platform, as you can see. And up to the top, there's Mr. Hewitt's. You're gonna get in here easy, Carl, not a problem. Keep it in, it's tight, well, to the edge like that, and you've got plenty of room, mate. Same as where I am. You can pull onto the bleeding, right onto the heavy grass. Where the grass is cut, they don't want you parking, but where it's a bit longer, they don't mind you parking. There's not a lot to see at the old mill itself, although it's a beautiful place to sit and watch the wildlife, especially around there by the by where the tap is. And that's the old mill, Oundle Mill. How beautiful is that? Yep, looks like Martin's been down here having a wash. He's left all your bubbles, Martin. All your head and shoulders, Sam. Anyway, I've got some photos of these signs that I'll put on at the beginning. if you're interested in anything, just pause it. What a beautiful building, what a beautiful mill. Hey? And that's about as far as you can go around this bit, because I'm on the side of the Oundle Mill by the lock. And your tap's just over there, but over where them handrails are. That's your tap mark. Carl, not fucking Mark. Where am I getting Mark from? I don't even know a Mark, do I? But yeah, you can park anywhere that glass is rough. There's not many of us here today. You get 3 or 4 motorhomes, 5 motorhomes in without, you know, disturbing the locals. But yeah. How beautiful is that? Anyway, my lovelies, that's Oundle Mill. That's Oundle Mill. So there's plenty of parking. It's only if you know popping through this part of the country, you want to see. Oundle's a beautiful place, and we've got beautiful areas around here. So somewhere you can explore from, and having water, as you know, is a bonus. I should be filling up later on, but I'm just I don't want to, it's my first time overnight here. I don't want to do it while there's all these cars here. They'll be gone soon, and when they're gone, there was a bit of a sign over there saying you drinking water for the canal boats, you see. So I mean, that's a bonus in itself to get somewhere with a drop of water when you're down this end of the country. Yeah, what more can I say? Not a lot really. I've just been having a look. I see a couple of herrings down here earlier on. I'm just having a look, see if I can spot them. But yeah, so when you come like behind me now, I'm coming down to these steps. You look for these steps here when you get into the corner of the car park, and it's just down here. Right, now the tap says on this, drinking water, run before use. I'll get you a sign. I'll get you the sign so you know where it is. Right, where are we? Oh, fuck's sake. How do you do that? I've got it. So, as I spin you around, it's right on the corner of the mill there. Easy to find. Easy to find, but little treasure, mate. Little treasure card. Anyway, it's time for a cup of tea, I think. Well, look, there's some beautiful countryside all this way beyond me. It's just all open and beautiful countryside. And to hear that water running all night, ideal. How lovely is that? So you can see there's plenty of car parking, Ellen, so don't worry, car parking and fresh water. How lovely is that? Anyway, I think it's time for me to have a cup of tea, and where Richard's parked on the road, Barnwell Country Park is just down there. With a couple of walking, it's less than 2 minutes down there, so well worth to come and have a look. Come and have a look. Anyway, let's get in. I've got a stiff elbow today. I think I slept on it. How can you sleep on your elbow, Joe? I don't know, do I? Ah, mate, toasty in here, bleeding warm in here, mate. I've got the vents open and everything. But, yeah, another nice little spot if anybody wants to come in and use it. But, like always, keep it nice and clean, and we won't have any troubles here, because it is a lovely find. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to leave this one here. It's a shorter one than yesterday, but I waffled your ears off yesterday too much, so let's see how this one goes. Do all the nice things, will you, please? Like and subscribe and share it if you can. Anyway, to get them subs up, I'm on about 403, I think now. 500, and I will be doing a live. I was talking to Chalky about a collaboration last night, and he was on about doing a live with like 3 of us on a screen, or 4 of us. So Chalky, myself, Socks with Sandals, Timothy, and Richard Jewett, or whoever wants to join in. But we're looking into that to see if we can do it. I'm not quite sure how to do it. Now, H, if she was here, she'd know how to do it, because she set it up when we was at Stonehenge with Jane, Small Van UK. Hope you're alright, Jane. Go and have a check of her channel, she's doing quite well. Who else is there? I'm not going to start shouting people out, but a thank you to all the new subscribers who are coming along. Thank you very much. And yeah, please do the nice things, and see if you can get me at them subscriptions a bit. I'll see you soon. Love you to bits, and don't forget, do the good things. See you soon.